make any sense. Hey guys, my name's Eric. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today we are going to be talking specifically about Disney Vacation Club and my decision to join Disney Vacation Club, because I know lots of people have questions about what it is and why you should join or why you shouldn't join. So I thought we'd go through 5 things and see what you guys think. As always, be sure to leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel, because if you like Disney, which I'm guessing you do since you're checking this video out, I do tons of Disney content, including my trips to Walt Disney World, which I vlog, and I have other stuff that goes up, including some Disney merchandise and just many different things. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified. Like this video, because that really helps me out. Like I said, be prepared, leave questions in the comments. I'll answer them there, and then maybe your question can make it into another video, because I know there's tons of questions around Disney Vacation Club. So let's get started, because like I said, there's gonna be 5 reasons I joined Disney Vacation Club that I want to talk about today. And the first one is, I really wanted to experience Walt Disney World on a more regular basis. Now, if you've paid attention to any of my videos, I hadn't gone in 18 years. So in 2018, in June, that was the first time I had been to Walt Disney World in 18 years. And I have since gone 3 times total, and I'm preparing for my 4th, which will be a week from Sunday. I will be down there to get away from the northern cold. But I wanted to not wait 18 years again to go. It seemed like an investment I was willing to make, because it's really what you're investing in. When you join Disney Vacation Club, you're investing in going to Walt Disney World or Disney property, more than likely, and we'll get to some of that in a little bit, on a regular basis. So if that is you and you want to go once every year, every couple years, every 3 years, it might be a good deal for you. The second reason I joined is because it's more than just Walt Disney World. So your points that you get, because Disney Vacation Club essentially is a timeshare, but they don't use that. I think it's a better form of a timeshare because of this reason. You can use your points around the world, literally. They partner with a company called RCI, and they have properties all over the world you can go. So if I want to go to Europe, I can use my points for a stay in a city in Europe. Now, I don't know if that's the best use of my points. I haven't looked that up yet. So that's for you to decide, but it does open up that. And specifically, what I did find out to be a decent deal in the off season is going to Aulani, Disney's resort in Hawaii. It's really affordable. I'm at the base level of points. I did 75 a year, and I could go to Hawaii for a week with those. All I have to do is book a flight and then pay for food when I'm down there. It's cheaper than going to Walt Disney World because I have to buy a ticket. Anyway, all those things to say, that was another concluding reason I'm like, this seems like something I could invest in and something I want to do, because I do like to travel. I've never been to Hawaii, and Aulani looks great in the pictures. Actually, I had a friend that was just down there, so wouldn't mind checking that out. With that being said, real quick, and I won't spend too much time on this, your DVC points aren't probably the best use at Disneyland in California or Disneyland Paris or the other like worldwide resorts, because those aren't fully owned by Disney, or like in Disneyland, it's just such a high commodity because there's only really the one resort that it's a lot of points to stay at those. So it might be better to pay out of pocket and use your points to go to Walt Disney World or go to Aulani that year, or just bank them and do a better resort at Walt Disney World. We'll do more on that topic at some point, but not gonna dive too much into that in this video. The third reason was told to me by families that I met. So one of the things, I started looking into Disney Vacation Club on that first trip in June, and I met a lot of families that were DVC members, and they seemed to know what they were talking about, and some were pretty successful people. So I'm like, these are people that know how to best spend their money. When I asked them why they joined DVC, the reason I got most often was, you're locking in your resort pricing now for the next 50 years. Because when you join DVC, you're joining to get points for 50 years. Now, if you know, Disney's pricing increases all the time. Your points don't really act as dollars. You always get the same amount of points. With that being said, point values can fluctuate, and they change the points at each of the resorts. So they do compensate for inflation a little bit there, but 1 point to like $1 is not an equal ratio. So even like from 2018 to 2019, it's actually still pretty affordable for me to go with my 75 points. In fact, my trip in February is booked with those points. My trip in May, which is 5 nights, is booked with those points. And I still have enough points to go in November, or at least book a stay in November should my sister decide to do the Run Disney event. That's a lot for 2 years worth of points, right? That's 3 trips. Now granted, some are shorter, but that's how that works. The point being, you lock in the pricing now basically for 50 years, which is a really good deal when you calculate that out. I'm happy to talk more about the financial pieces of that. I don't want to get into that in this video. I don't want to get too in depth with that, but leave me a comment below, because I did try and crunch a bunch of numbers. I didn't go crazy on it, but I looked at like the annual dues and all those kind of things and what would have to happen and for it to not be a good deal. So I did cover those things. Let me know if you're interested in that, because I could do a whole video just on those things. Moving on to the fourth thing though, The other reason I joined was the membership benefit. So it is kind of like a club, and you join and you get some stuff. Like I got this bag and I got magnets, and there's tons of Disney Vacation Club merchandise. There are exclusive Disney Vacation Club locations. Like there's a lounge in Epcot that's just for DVC members. And while the exclusivity is cool, and I don't want to sound too arrogant about it, because I do like that I have my annual pass, right? I'm kind of proud that I'm an annual pass holder at Walt Disney World. DVC went up to that because I actually own a little bit of property in Walt Disney World, so that's kind of cool. But there's other benefits too to that, like Moonlight Magic, which is an event that happens throughout the year, which is exclusive to DVC members, and it's free. So when I'm down there in February, I'm getting into Magic Kingdom for free for one night exclusively. And there's food, there's drinks, and there are rare character meet and greets, which is really exciting to me. What's best is you also get like extra tickets, so I'm bringing a friend along with me and they can get in for free as well. And then hopefully in May, I will be going to the Moonlight Magic in Epcot. So that's one huge benefit. If you want to know more about Moonlight Magic, again, hit that subscribe button because I'm covering that more in depth next week. When I talk about the meet and greets, I really hope to have at Moonlight Magic, because there are some rare Disney characters that you don't get to meet that often, and that's what they save them for, these events. And then you also get other discounts. So like any other program, like your Disney Visa program or the annual pass, there are discounts available to Disney Vacation Club members, including discounts on annual passes. So I haven't looked into this too much, but I do know that I will get a discount to renew my annual pass, which is more incentive to do it. And if I'm gonna go down once or twice a year, which if I split up my points, I probably will do, that annual pass becomes worth it. You figure in the 20% merchandise discount and the food discounts, it's not a bad thing to do. Or I also now have the option to get the Florida Resident Pass, which is basically the same, except there are blackout dates. So I don't know, I have to weigh that pros and cons of that. Look for a video probably closer to June about what I decide on that, because I haven't really done too much research on that yet. I'm not ready to shell out that money, but it is more appeasing to do that. And like I said, there are exclusive discounts for Disney Vacation Club members. Finally, and I alluded to this in the first one, but you're really investing in 50 years of magic. Like I said, I did 75 points, which is enough for me, but you know, if I get married or have some kids, I can always buy more points and then have a bigger stakes. Right now, 75 points is perfect for a studio room, right? Which is just a bed and a pull-out, a bathroom, and everything. It's like a normal hotel room. In fact, it's better because it has a kitchenette and a refrigerator. So it's a lot more like going to your house and staying, right? It's like running a condo, because you can cook in your resort room, but you're really investing in going in 50 years. So if you're looking to go to Disney for 50 years, which I will be in my 80s at that point, and I would hope that I can still go, then that is a good choice for you. Now, with that being said, one of the big questions is, yes, it's willable. You can leave it to whoever you want. If the amount that you still owe them, like there's usually a 10-year loan involved, or however you want to finance that, then that needs to be paid off. But in general, you know, if I were to pass away after that loan is paid off, I can will that to someone else so they can use the points and go, which is a great gift, right? That's a really good incentive for your family, and you can pass that down. The one caveat being, after those 50 years, your points are gone. That's the one thing that's a little bit different about the timeshare, but the perk of that is it's a Disney property. It's increasing in value. It's not going down. Disney World properties are not going down. In fact, it's kind of hard to get them, right? They're just opening up new resorts and new locations for Disney Vacation Club members, because most of the properties are bought. So those are 5 things that really helped shape my decision to join Disney Vacation Club, and I thought might help you and as you make that decision or are thinking through that decision for yourself and for your family. Like I said, leave some questions below. I'm happy to have a conversation about those questions and let you know what I found out as well, and then possibly do more videos. I'd like to do one on the financial side of it. And as I actually go and stay in the resorts, be sure to watch, because I'll do the resort tours. In February, I'm staying at Copper Creek, which is my home resort, but then in May, I'm staying at Saratoga Springs. So I will do some more room tours, and you can see what those are like, and if they really hold up to the mock rooms that they take you to look at, right? That's the big question. So like I said, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. Like this video, because it really does help me out, and leave me a question below, because I like conversing about this stuff. But until next time, guys, I hope you are doing well, and I hope you have a really magical day.